guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, most out today's news. Alright, the Sun will be one of our monitoring spirits. Don't come outside and let us know, say Arsenal, they're ready to listen to offers for Thomas Partey, but they are not actively looking to sell. You get? So, and at the same time, the only offer we say go twist Arsenal head to come make them really want to sell Thomas Partey, since he has tendered a transfer request and really wants to leave. Now offers in excess of 30 million and above. That is the kind of offer we fit turn Arsenal head. Don't be the kind of offer they offer for Granit Xhaka at 21.5 million pounds. That kind of offer will not make Arsenal really like. What's the point now? Make Kukuma stay with us. So waiting this one maybe say before people go misunderstand them. Arsenal no really want seller, but they will still listen to offer because everly people like Juventus are interested, Saudi Arabia they are interested, but the difference is Saudi Arabia they offer 40 million and they won't pay like other instrumental like 3 or 4 times. We don't want that kind of deal. Yes, give out the 40 million, pay again, then we'll know whether party won't go to Saudi Arabia because nobody will they push her to leave. Now in the reason say in one league because everly it is obvious they are seeing the handwriting on the wall that as they can rise the enter. Say him and Benjamin go do unless Arteta wants to use a double pivot. Arteta wants to use 2 defensive midfielders at the same time, and if he does that, it is going to affect our 3-2-4-1 because that 3-2-4-1 we need just one holding that will be supported by a fullback. Then the rest they go bomb the opposition area again. So it will be a no-brainer for us to be using 2 defensive players because originally our formation is 4-3-3. And that 3 only for the middle. The first only one, that middle one, that middle holding. Then the remaining 2, then you go front again. So unless for some kind of matches, like I told you guys in the past, some kind of matches like against Man City, if we use double defensive midfielder to shield everywhere, against maybe Liverpool, like some kind of tough people will be saying, some kind of tough ground will be saying, if you said go there, you know see that place they had, like the Amex Stadium, like Anfield, like the Etihad. Those places are usually tough grounds. If you go there, they go run you riot again. So even Elland Road, Leeds, we know what we suffered there last time. So we could say whether this don't go renovation, I don't even remember safe. But this I don't say some tough grounds. We say we need to protect our back four. Well, sure. This new season, our major goal is going to be to concede less because the first 19 games we played last season, we actually conceded less. We had a fantastic first half of the season. Now the second half, on top people on the tire, get injuries. And the second half now will come like slow down again. So this time around, we want to start well also. So we'll just watch. Alright, for those who know they are aware, so Arsene Wenger is set to receive his statue at the Emirates Stadium. In fact, what will they hear now? They say by next month, the statue is going to be unveiled because Arsene Wenger is one of the legendary, if not the best manager ever that Arsenal had. In short, now he transformed the game. This guy came from a Japanese league. I don't forget the name of that league. Where he come from, the name of the league club Bongo where he come from. But as he entered Arsenal, people were even asking in the media space, who is he? Arsene who? That's Arsene Wenger. Arsene who? That was the headline in majority of the dailies. The guy come Arsenal, transform everything, the playing style, to even the way that they chop, he transform the training, everything, it transform everything. So many managers, many clubs come even they emulate and they do some of the things when they say they do. Now he works with FIFA yet and is trying to change some things in the game. Even said there's a new law where Arsene Wenger under this FIFA rule in recommend to FIFA say make them try and the new offside rule where we say for a player to be deemed as offside, all of his body must be ahead of the opposition defender or opposition player. Not be say because of one of my finger just stay ahead of you, consider outside. No. So FIFA they implement them for some country leagues like Sweden and the rest. So EPL never really look that side. So they won't make FIFA do the experimentation, then they go know whether they go implement them for the EPL. So see they add that kind of last season, many goals really where we see they go run alarm because we check VAR. Just 1 millimeter there they will cancel and say because of that it is offside, you are ahead. So these are some of the things that Arsene Wenger is doing at FIFA. So Arsenal, until now their senior man, are trying to reward him for the good job he has done. We are building from what he did. Even though the final part of the time when they here, we don't really win anything. Like we suffered a lot with Arsene Wenger because during Arsene Wenger time, we were paying money for our stadium. We single-handedly built our stadium with our money we generated from the club, selling our best player. Every season we sell our best player. Every season we sell. We were having people like Koscielny, people like Chambers, people like Njoru, Squillaci, Socrates Papa. So like we had a lot of people, but we don't win anything. But now we don't finish our stadium, we don't owe anybody money. Like we have a clean bill of health when it comes to our financial accounting report. So I'm so happy. That is why we have so much money we can spend now. Our wage bill is on an all-time low. So many good things happen at Arsenal. So sometimes we don't wonder whether Arsenal be this, because we know they used to hear all this good news, sign this one, sign that one. But it is what it is. We're happy to be here. So we'll just watch as we honor our legendary manager, Arsene Wenger. Alright, so Madrid don't get Adagula from Fenerbahce. So now Fabrizio Romano can announce this deal, 20 million euros. At the same time, they can add some kind of performance-related clauses and sell-on clause for Fenerbahce, which means in the future, if Real Madrid wants to sell Adagula, Fenerbahce will get 20% sell-on. You get 20% of the fee. Now, people they say Barcelona don't already get this player because they could travel to Fenerbahce to Turkey, go discuss with them. Everything was set. Real Madrid come from nowhere, hijack the deal. In fact, now Arsenal first identified this player. I think they would like to sign. People are asking, who is Adagula? Who is Adagula? They said the player is the new Ozil. Even Ozil at one point advised the boy to stay back at Fenerbahce for 1 more year. So Barcelona don't even Joan Laporta, who will be Barcelona president, don't come outside. They don't say yes. Many people were going for him, but we've captured him. You know, they say Real Madrid they scammed the guy from corner. Real Madrid enter, collect the guy. Now he's a Real Madrid player. From what we are hearing, everything has been done and dusted. Here we go from Fabrizio Romano and Barca don't know what to do because Real Madrid make the best offer for the player. So not even say the player go there, go play. They think go there now highest, they go loan amount. Mean go they develop the way they do the guard. Last, they still sell and they sell the card. The boy if you don't get playing time, this is what it is. Alright, so Alex Crook will be one of the media pundits out there. Come as a pundit say they're interested in seeing what's going to happen between Ben White, Julian Timber, because Arsenal bringing Timber is very, very good and better than White, according to him, saying they expect Timber to come in and slot in immediately. So White might be on the bench to cover for Saliba. That's what he is saying, because Tomiyasu don't recover. So we are having Tomiyasu. In short, our backline is confirmed. You get everybody do okay. You get, and the reason we make Arsenal sign all this player because most of the things that happened last season is when a player has an injury, the replacement that comes in makes the standard, the quality of the team to drop. So we want a situation whereby if somebody gets injury, the person who will put in a replacement of that player will not allow the standard to drop. Everything will still be seamlessly, get the way it's supposed to be. That is what happens at Man City, because Man City now the people who want to emulate. They are the most successful EPL sides currently, as in present years. Get the last 5 years and then be the most successful. So we are emulating them, and it is no surprise that our blueprint, our football philosophy is synonymous or similar to what they are doing over there at the Etihad. So that is why anything that they do, we take keenly interested in seeing how they run their own thing. So we won't get like quality players in the first 11 and in the second 11, so that when something bad happens, we know what they fear, we know what they, tension, know what they catch us. We don't look at our bench. Oh yeah, you enter and it will give the same quality. Alright, Rio Ferdinand, maybe one of the BT sports pundits, don't come as second, they advise us that they don't say Bukayo Saka is going to burn out without a cover. Make Arsenal make sure say they sign a cover for Bukayo Saka, because they ask Ferdinand say, look at Arsenal, look at the kind of players they've signed. What can you say about them? About to say Arsenal did very, very well. In fact, the first 3 weeks of the transfer window, they already spent like 200 million. They've gotten some players who they identify, say will take them to the promised land. But you still need one more position to add, and that is going to be signing a winger, signing a cover for Bukayo Saka, because Saka cannot be allowed to play all the matches in the league, all the matches in the Champions League. It no go make sense. Okay? So we need a cover, because in go burn out if you do it like that. And what happened last season can happen again, and this time around it can happen sooner, because last season Saka played so much matches he burnt out and lost form. This time around you must make sure that kind of thing doesn't happen. But from what we hear now, Arsenal, since they don't sign these 3 players, don't spend 200 million, the next phase now in our transfer is to sit back and sell some players, put some players, let them go out. then we'll come continue our transfer spending. That's what they have identified, but we'll just watch. We know say we don't fit solve all our problems in this one window, so we'll just watch. Alright, the National come outside and let us know say Mikel Arteta initially wanted to sign Mason Mount. In fact, now I just hear him, I never even heard this one before. So he wanted to initially sign Mason Mount, but when they can't identify say Mason Mount really like Manchester United, that's why he wanted to join them. So they can't step back, can't leave him. That's why they can't say okay, we'll go for another person. So if not, maybe by now Mason Mount will not join Arsenal. And the guy said, the good as never said because your money can't be high for play, especially we get 1 year. It don't make sense, but this is what it is. I just make a let you know. Alright, Ed Aarons of The Guardian come outside and talk say Rob Holding is expected to leave Arsenal this summer permanently or on loan, because Arsenal don't identify say the guy is surplus to requirements, he has overstayed his welcome, he's not needed here because this is phase 4. So I told you guys early that a lot of the players that we have are not supposed to see the promised land, just like Moses did all the battle, fought every enemy, and at the end of the day he saw the promised land but he never entered. Just like Rob Holding is going to be seeing Champions League and he may not play Champions League for Arsenal. Champions League is the holy grail. Now what many players they fight for, so most people will help Arsenal enter there. Maybe they don't vex so, but they don't go follow us play for there. And it is what it is. It is all about growth. Some of you may like Rob Holding, but the final deal now, the growth must grow. And to grow, you must sign many players. So I want maybe what happened last season don't happen again. We'll get confirmed replacements in our side. Alright, so for those who don't even they are aware, so Bayer Leverkusen don't slap 40 million euros on Jeremy Frimpong as Manchester United and Arsenal are showing interest. This boy is a very good player. The guy gets skill, they dribble and they get pace. That is why Arsenal they identify him, so we still want to sign him. Like, I'm happy that we've not finished signing, that we are still identifying targets, adding them to our wish list, so that at the end of the day, we look at our scale of preference and pick the person who we feel say Nine really fits our football philosophy. So this Frimpong is one of the targets we don't identify. Him, Joel Cancelo. They even said we came out with the fine Walter Peters of Southampton. I know that was they go for that one again. That was the right back. But at the end of the day, I want us to get adequate replacement so that at the end of the day, next season, we know when they complain, say score there. Squad there will be a thing of the past. We know when they talk about them again. So Daniel Murphy also come outside and talk about that story where Chris Whitley will tell us say Declan Rice go visit Arteta for house. So Daniel Murphy doesn't say him get a scoop. Say him release the scoop because he want go drink tea, coffee for one shop. So as he entered there, he come outside, he come see Declan Rice for outside. So he come meet Declan Rice, say, how far now? So what's the stop with the transfer now? Baba come explain to us, say, almost say don't go meet Arteta for house. Arteta don't reason of everything. Say, Arteta na magician. Say the guy they see Arteta like a magician, like everything Arteta they do, he knows how to unlock the potentials of young players and put them in the right direction. Look at the top 6 clubs in England. How many managers they put faith in young players? That's what you should be asking. Look at Martinelli, look at Bukayo Saka. How many managers? Many people are oldies that they look for. But look at Arsenal. We will give players chance as long as you can prove your mettle. There is no wonder we are the second youngest team in the league. Apart from Southampton. After Southampton, Arsenal is the second youngest. So it is what it is. So back up to say that is why he identify Arsenal like because of Arteta now be the major factor. We make all these players are joining us. So it is what it is. In fact, Declan Rice cannot wait to wear the Arsenal shirt and play for us. But I know say this preseason one play against Nuremberg, we may not see Declan Rice there because it is still early. You know, say if you still deal with the family. But you see the match against Man City, you see the match against Manchester United, Barcelona. I expect us to deploy that guy. We could see him against stronger opposition, especially that Community Shield. Community Shield now will let us know the first 11 way Arsenal want to really use for this season, because they will set up everybody, and if we win that match, it is going to be a very big statement to let people know say this league, we don't come. Alright, at the same time, I said make I let you know say we have to sign up to our newsletter waiting for our website, CHUKS.com. Yes, for those that are not aware, we have built our website and it is up and running. So sign up to our newsletter so that we will send you daily updates. as we dey upload and send it to you in the comfort of your home, so that you just go through your email and get access to any updates. We've been reason to start blog post writing, so I don't know too nothing. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about our blog post? If you write blog posts, you go read them. So let me know your thoughts. So my dear Asker lovers, if you know what yesterday's show, check the top left corner of your screen. You'll see the thumbnail. Click out so that you get all Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So CHUKS signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day. And get out.